box like 3 hours now? 2,
Like
3 hours?
Let's see, I can tell you now.
I know you got on as soon as you finished my Koshka.
3 hours and 6 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I've been streaming for like 7-8 hours today.
7, 8 hours straight, no breaks.
No breaks. This man's grinding. He's a grinding boy.
Hey, Tug to Pipe. I think I'm stuck with calling you Arson.
What's up, guys? It's Bear Nips here. Today we're gonna stream 8 hours straight.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna stream 8 hours straight.
I mean, we're gonna do a 48-hour live stream. I don't know how I'm gonna
I've done a
but
12-hour one before.
Let's just hope I don't die.
I don't want
Zero
to
breaks. Or an iPod.
Best case scenario,
Zero
Tech
breaks.
Tech Future Performance. That's iPod, hands down.
Alright.
Tug to Pipe. Tug to Pipe.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna be grinding for this.
Oh.
I might as well start up my stream.
Oh, he's gonna start up his. You're gonna start up your stream while I do the podcast. My guy.
Yep.
My guy.
I've done it before.
I know you have. I'm
Hey,
just
the
saying.
poop sock.
It's no secret.
I know.
You're putting the
I know
poop
it's
sock
not
in
a
the time
secret.
folder.
You got your priorities straight. It's a stream then podcast. I like it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Well,
My
why not do
dude.
both at the same time?
Skinny jeans. Or
Yeah, there
TV.
you go.
Do both at the same time. Can't be mad at that.
Alrighty. Do I have this up? Do.
Do.
Oh my god, coming out prices, right?
I know.
Alright, so we updated. It's a brand new car, so you can win a new hot tub.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm almost there. I just gotta share one more
Yeah.
thing.
Just
I mean,
one
we're
live.
already live. I'm just trying to get everything taken care of.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Live for the Sacramento Kings Stadium. No, I'm kidding.
live from Oracle Arena.
It's Saturday night.
Live from Oracle
Live from
Arena.
New York.
Let's fail
It's...
this dunk.
Oh my god, when I saw Steph Curry like fail that dunk, I never laughed so hard in my life.
And then he failed the layup. He
Yeah.
failed the layup, then failed the dunk.
Even I
GG.
laughed. That shit was hilarious. I know it
Fucking
shouldn't be,
Steph
but
Curry.
it was funny though. Even as a
And
Warriors
Penguinators
fan,
first. He said,
can't
"What's
help
up,
but laugh."
Puggets, Puggers, and Puggettes, and Puggos, and Pug
Just
Life?
Puggets.
Just Puggettes, got you."
Trying to get
Alrighty.
more
We're gonna put
Puggets in here.
tweets in the time capsule. Best thing to put in the time capsule to help future people understand our world today. Tweets. Legit. Trump's gonna throw-
guys.
But then again,
Relax.
there are videos out
Relax.
there, people tweeting out some of the dumbest things.
Can't say the darndest things ever. Alrighty, so without further ado, I think we should get this show started.
Biggest thing kids say darndest.
Like one of my favorite dumb tweets that always makes me laugh that I see to this day is, "I want my first child to be a boy," or something like that.
And then it just
Best
turns
thing
out
to
to
put
be
in
a
a time
girl
capsule
instead.
to
But
help future
anyways,
people.
guys.
Oh no, I want my first
My
son
poop
to be a
sock.
boy. There you go.
Alright, so I want to say my
My poop
intro
sock will
real
help
quick.
everyone.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kyle the Pug Podcast Show, episode number 10. Jesus Christ, we're already at 10 episodes. That's amazing. So, can you believe it though? 10 episodes already? Next thing you know, we'll be at 20 episodes. But anyways, we talk about all the gaming news and sports from around the world. And if you guys don't know who I am, you either just found out about this for the first time, or you've probably been here before, and like I say, you don't know who I am. I apologize for that. You've probably been under a rock this whole time. But anyways, I am Kyle the Pug, the man, the myth, the person behind all this, and we have a crowd today full of wonderful, beautiful people. As always, Burning Shadows here.
Hey, what's up, guys? Burning Shadow here. And today we're gonna be a savage.
And we got the man who kisses his dad on the... No, I'm just kidding. But Bear Nips is here. What's up, Bear?
I do not kiss my dad on the lips, okay?
No, that thing's been taken off for like forever. Oh my god. And of course, Penguinator here with his sarcasm. He's gonna provide waddle, 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 very waddly. Bing, 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 bing.
Name and activity people
One day
it's becoming a
a lot
meme.
in the olden times.
Oh my god. Alright, so we do have an
Penguinator's
interesting
like-
show. We got an interesting show today. So right now, we will discuss here the new Call of Duty 2019 coming out. That's gonna be, we don't know when that's gonna be released or what game it is, whatever. Life is Strange 2 Episode 3 drops this week. And we're going to talk about some things about the Avengers and the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. But first, I want to get to the NBA playoffs. How about those Warriors, Shadow? Game 3. Would you like to explain what happened? Would you like to explain what happened in Game 3?
I mean, I don't know why you're putting me on blast. Because first of all,
I mean, come on. You put me on blast for the Dodgers like every single time. So I think it's my turn.
well, you see, that's more funnier because they choke every year.
Oh, because it's funny. But anyways, I'm putting you
Yeah,
on blast
that's funnier.
today. It's your turn. Why can't
Unlike
I
the
let...
Warriors, we don't choke every year.
Except for against the Cavs that one time.
Yeah.
against the Cavs. That's right. There you go.
Against the Cavs that one time.
What's up,
Was
Greg?
one
How are you, man?
time compared-
So right now,
You
Kyle
can't
Puck's
compare
doing
one time
the
to 7 years.
podcast. So,
Yeah, if you guys hear me
show some
on
love.
Bear Nips is streaming right now. So if you guys
I
want to
am
go
as
show
well.
support, and Shadow is also on YouTube, definitely go show them love. I try to get their YouTube links here, but I think I probably could. Hang on. But
Yeah, you
anyways, yeah, I know I can, but I'm gonna keep talking about this real quick here. So, about the Warriors Game 3, I swear to God, that was something else.
Yeah.
Your boy
Hey,
Iggy,
hey, I
your
mean,
boy
if anything-
Iggy was the only one that was keeping him in the game. Everybody else is just absolute garbage.
Yeah.
painting their cave. Best folk band album title: Sent telegrams or painting their cave walls.
Wait, what?
Yikes. Best folk band album title: Sent telegrams or painting their cave walls.
Here, let me. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on a second. Before I keep continuing here, I want to get Shadow's link. I'll put his thing in the description, so you guys can go check him out. He's on the road to level 1000.
Yeah, a prestige
Destroy
master.
the economy.
What's up, Gas?
Apparently
Hey,
band album.
just remember though, Gas. For those who have not seen Endgame, spoilers are coming.
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
so Shadow is live. Here, I'll put let me put Bear Nips in here too. Both these guys are live, so show them support, my dudes.
Jerking off without building.
But
and houses.
anyways, let's get on to some scores here. I want to get to some scores. I'll get Shadow's thoughts and Penguinator's thoughts and Bear's thoughts and all that.
Okay.
So
Shoot away.
Bucks beat the Celtics 123 to 116. Game 3. Now they're up 2-1 after being down 1-0 against the Celtics early on. The Trailblazers and the Nuggets went to overtime. That was actually
Quadruple overtime.
no, just regular
That was
overtime.
a crazy game.
140 to
Yeah.
137. I mean, that's a pretty high scoring game.
Yeah, but it went into overtime 4 times. Think about that.
Yeah, that is pretty insane. Raptors beat the 76ers. That series is tied up at 2. Well, that was that overtime game. But right now, the Nuggets are actually beating the Trailblazers right now. That's 97-93 with that
welcome to the
5:16
stream,
left in
everyone.
the fourth quarter. So yeah, definitely go show these guys some support. I appreciate you guys stopping by, helping out. And then we have the Bucks and the Celtics will play again tomorrow. And that will be around 4 o'clock Pacific time. Warriors Rockets 6:30. That's going to be in Houston. Golden State's up 2-1 there. Hopefully Steph Curry doesn't do a choke job, or same with Klay Thompson, all those people.
No, hopefully they do choke. Everyone but the Warriors. GG. Everyone but the Warriors.
Everyone but the... Oh my god. But anywho...
We need a change, okay?
We need a
That's
change.
not gonna happen.
We need a change, man. Alright, so
We'll fuck up here and there, but not all the time.
Oh, but everybody says the
all the
Rockets are like a
foul
bunch
calls.
of pansies, though.
They are.
Wait, hold on. What did Penguin... What'd you send me? What'd you...
His exclusive
Howard the
nudes.
Duck cameo? Oh my god. That is a thing. Howard the Duck was... That is actually a thing,
Best
Penguinator.
folk band album title.
That is actually a thing. Oh my god, that is actually a thing.
Yep. Apart from the movie, when we get to that section, I got.
Who knew
all
about,
the list of
Steph
Easter eggs
Curry?
I'm gonna go over.
Steph Curry? Yeah, you beat not Seth Curry, but Steph Curry. But what's up, Ray? How are you? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, Greg. I was just talking about that earlier. So Shadow, I still want to talk to you.
Well, about what?
Do you think your Warriors are gonna win Game 4, or are they gonna like go cold again?
No, we're gonna win Game 4.
What's your outcome? What's your outcome
since
of
the
it?
series is 2-1, I'm gonna say we win in 5. Bold prediction, but I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, so you're gonna... Okay, so you said they're gonna win out. Okay. I mean, it's possible, but you never know. Something will happen. Something will happen. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give, my brothers. So...
5 seconds.
I don't think Penguinator does not have an NBA team in the playoffs currently.
1.
That's a fat L for him.
Yeah,
But-
always.
But I do want to talk about, well,
Hockey.
yeah,
Hockey
that's what
boy,
we're gonna
hockey.
get to next. Is hockey. His boys. In who was it? The Hurricanes, right? Yeah, that's I almost
I
couldn't
feel
remember
bad
for a second.
Venom. I really do.
They clean
The
swept
Islanders got
the
swept.
Islanders.
Oh, so that means they're moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh boy, gotta love that.
Yep, they're playing the winners of the Bruins.
Howard the
matches.
Duck movies from the '80s. It's a classic. Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, speaking about that, the St. Louis Blues forced a Game 7
They
against Dallas.
they sure did. They absolutely did. But let's talk about. I want to talk about some other games though that happened. So, so the Sharks, they won against the Avalanche 2-1. They're up 3-2, and they're going to try to close it out tomorrow at 7
they
o'clock.
do.
Yeah, and the
They were
Blues
able
and
to
the
get a
Stars.
victory this time versus their shutout the last time.
It's like the Hurricanes are the like only team that's been like dominating right now in the playoffs. They just knocked out the Islanders. Everything
Damn,
else
I
is
feel
just
bad for Venom.
everything else is just like 3-2, 3-2, 3-3.
Yep. Now, being a Hurricanes fan, I can say watching them over the years, it's because it was the Islanders. A tougher team, they would have had a tougher time.
Right. I mean, they've been pretty hot though in the playoffs as of currently, right now.
They have, but they haven't streaked everybody. So, yeah, it was great that they went 4-0 against the Islanders, but it's the Islanders.
I mean, they were actually not a bad little team, but it's just like the Hurricanes
Yeah.
just played better.
Jonas Gutenberg.
I thought the Islanders would win at least 1 or 2 games, at least.
Yeah, they just
At
didn't
lea-
show up.
Yeah, it's just like Matt Man not showing up until like a half hour later for the Easter egg. That's what you can
Damn.
kind of compare it to. Matt Man, we love you. Shout out to
The
Matt Man. This
Islanders-
episode will be dedicated to Matt Man. If we didn't rip him on
I'm
Jackbox
going through a
long
hard
enough,
time right now, if you guys don't know.
yeah, he's
Me
been
and
going.
Lyle know his situation.
Yeah, Penguinator knows too. But this
Oh,
episode
Penguinator
is
as well.
dedicated to Matt Man. Matt Man, if you're watching, we support you. We miss you, brother. Better come on back here while you still got the
Wish you were,
chance.
Brother.
But anyways, I want to talk about the Sharks game really quick. Well, they were, yeah, because they got shut out 3-0 in
best
Game
Twitter
4. And well, the game 5 they won with I guess they got outplayed, but they came back to beat San Jose 2-1. And I do actually have news on Joel Pavelski. I was actually going to talk about here. So he is traveling with the team for Game 6, but there's no timeable return for when he's going to be in the lineup. So he is traveling with the team, and that is going to be a pretty big difference maker if he actually does get to play in the series. But he's not going to play Game 6, but Game 7 is questionable.
I could see him being in Game 7 on the off chance the Sharks do lose again.
Yeah, I mean, that's the story of the Sharks this season. They always make things interesting. It's just like my Dodgers. They always make things interesting.
If the Sharks do win Game 6, I could see him starting Game 1 of the next series. Or Game 2.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, we gotta remember with that head injury he suffered, though.
Yeah.
Just, and all that blood on the ice, and it's just... I mean, I could... Even after, like, a week or so, you would still be feeling the effects of that.
Actually, no, FDR is a bomb.
Yeah, you would definitely have to be feeling the effects off that, because even if you hit your head on the ice, you're going to definitely have, like, a lump in the back for, like, maybe a couple weeks, even.
You mean a concussion?
Yeah, lumps, concussions, you name it. You name it, my good brother. You definitely name it. So let me see what's going on. Anything else with the NHL? I mean, there's not really much going on with the NHL currently. Well, apart from Penguins Hurricanes shutting out the Islanders. So Blue Jacket.
So bad for Saturn.
Oh, for Venom, Saturn, Venom, whatever you want to call him. But so the Bruins beat the Blue Jackets 4-3. They're up 3-2, and they're gonna make a Game 6 at Columbus. And the Blues and the Stars, yeah, that's 4-1. They're gonna be going back to St. Louis for Game 7. There's been a lot of Game 7s in hockey, honestly, if you think about it.
Yeah, the Vegas and the Golden Knights. That Game 7 was amazing.
Oh yeah, that epic comeback that they had. Well, we were talking about Pavelski's injury earlier. That epic 4 goals in like less than 3 minutes? Not less than 3 minutes. It was like 3 minutes and 40 seconds, somewhere around there. It was absolute insane on a 5-minute power play too, which was just absolute insanity.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen anybody do that. Like any team. Yeah, just like score like. I mean, yeah, I know it's like 5-on-4 with obviously the because the power play kept going, and Batman would obviously say, "Oh, that is just the wussiest call ever," and blah blah blah. But well, that's Batman for you. He'll like to talk about that. But honestly, it is what it is. It's hockey. You know, calls will be made. There are bad calls that will be featured, and not just talking about like for sport like hockey, but baseball. There's bad calls. Football. There's bad calls. Even basketball, especially. There's a lot of bad calls too. Even the collegiate sports too. Hey, what's up, company? How are you, man? Welcome to the stream. So he's talking about the Patriots. Love your channel. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping by, my brother.
I'm doing good. I'm just 4 weapons away from dark matter.
All right. So if you guys can, I'm not alone in the streaming game. I was actually gonna. Reminder that Burning Shadow, the homeboy, he's also streaming while talking as well. So I'm gonna link everybody his channel again, and then Bear Nips was live, but he got off. So definitely check out Bear Nips on Twitch. He was playing Jackbox earlier.
I am doing well, City Girl. Thank you.
So, anyways, guys, let's see what we got here. Let's discuss a little bit of something.
One more sport that I'm just curious. Did any of y'all see in the news or anything with the Kentucky Derby?
Oh yeah. There was some controversy. I think. What was the horse's name that won the Kentucky Derby? Was he like 61? Was like Country House or something?
Like 65-1.
65-1. Thank you for mentioning that, Penguin. That's actually I knew I was forgetting something. Baronips, thank you for the host, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, brother.
And he's not the one that actually won race-wise, but he won by default because they disqualified the actual winner, saying that he pushed into the other horses, causing them to draw back on their speed, which gave them the
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy with that, and see, that's even controversies going in like betting races, like horse racing, and obviously NASCAR can be another thing too. I mean, I don't watch NASCAR, but that's more. If you watch NASCAR, that's. If you watch NASCAR, all the power to you. I'm not gonna stop you from watching it, but yeah,
I'm not gonna watch cars go in a circle for 3 hours.
You take a left turn here, and freaking John Madden. Actually, there was an old family joke.
Thank you.
There was an old
Appreciate
family
you.
joke I was gonna mention. So, I guess my mom knew somebody, and he made this joke where it's like you take the one half of the cars in NASCAR, make them go one way, make the other half go the other way, and then just watch what happens. Make them go for a big collision wreck. Company, thank you for the follow, my brother. You are awesome.
Wreck wins the race.
Whoever doesn't wreck wins the race. There you go. I mean, there'll be a lot of crashes involved, but you know what? At least as long as you're safe and you have that padded up, you'll be okay. You'll be definitely okay for sure. So yeah, thank you for mentioning that, Penguin. I was gonna discuss. I knew I was missing something, and that just kind of slipped my mind. But anyways, so for the next part we're gonna talk about here, we are gonna talk about a certain movie, and I will be advised. I know I talked about this a couple of days ago. There will be spoilers, so if you guys have not seen this movie, turn off the podcast/stream now. So that way I can give you guys a fair warning ahead of time. But if you don't care for spoilers and you just want to stay, want to hear us talk it out, then you're more than welcome to. I'm going to give you guys a couple of choices here. So if you don't mind spoilers, then you're more than welcome to stay. So, anyways, the Avengers Endgame. And honestly, I felt like it was probably one of the best Marvel movies I've seen by far. And even for a 3-hour movie, it was just... I mean, I got into the story. I didn't even feel like it was 3 hours, honestly, with all the story and the action. I mean, there was a lot more story than it was action, but they did a great job with the story, in my opinion. And Penguin, I was discussing with Batman a couple of days ago, and I feel like out of all the Marvel movies, I feel like this is top 3 for sure.
I would say it's definitely... To me, it's best in the way of action and the way they kept it so hush-hush and surprises that occurred during the movie that a lot of fans didn't expect, which is what caused a lot of cheering in the theaters. So I would say in that aspect, it's probably definitely top 3, if not the best one, where they were able to keep all the secrets for what was going to happen.
Hey, I think Matt was telling me the other day the real MVP was the rat that opened up the portal back for Ant-Man. The rat was the real...
Before he touched the mutant.
The rat was the real MVP. The rat was the real reason why Thanos died.
Oh, yeah. You got rat poisoning.
Yeah, rat poisoning. It wasn't Ant-Man going up Thanos. Hey, I just gave out a spoiler warning, Shadow. Did you not hear me?
No, I meant that as a joke.
I know.
Yeah,
but yeah,
the one guy that gets in a movie and he dies twice.
Yeah, I mean, poor Thanos. I mean, I like it right at the beginning where Thor hits his head off with the hammer. He's just like, he told me to aim for the head.
Wow.
Well, it was funny because everybody was looking at him like, what was that? I aimed for the head. He walked off.
Yeah, and then and it was just to pay homage to the last the last Avengers movie, the Infinity War.
Well, Thanos told him at the end of the last one, you should have went for the head.
Oh yeah.
So this one, while they're all talking, they're like, "What the hell?" He's like, "I went for the head," and he walks off.
Oh my god!
Back, you guys, hold on.
All right, Shadow. I'll let you be right back.
If you stop to think, the reason Thor also did that was not only because he felt like a failure, which you see as his character in the movie, but what happened in Infinity War, they spent so much time talking amongst themselves, trying to keep Vision alive, and it gave Thanos time to do what he needed to do. So they sat there and just talked, and Thor's like, enough, and killed him. He wasn't going to give him another chance.
And keep in mind, like, when they actually captured him down there, it was just him on that planet. Like, no other living figure was. He was just, still alive, and he had his own farm and crops. He was just trying to survive out, on his own. And you could tell by the look on his face that he felt bad, and I feel like there's another part of him saying like, oh, he didn't feel bad at all. I mean, there's a lot of controversy with that though too, with his facial expressions, like even before he was captured.
I do want to go into that because it goes into kind of like my Easter egg list of what I've compiled so far that are in the movie. Now that bit is actually from the Infinity War comics, where after he accomplished it, he went to a planet and he actually became a farmer. And in the movie, there's sadness, but it's not because of what he did. It's sadness because he had to sacrifice Gamora, which is the only thing he loved anywhere. And even though yes, I did what I set out to do, he still doesn't have his daughter to celebrate it with. So he's sad in that retrospect, but he's not sad that he accomplished what he wanted to do. And funny thing is, the other thing with the beginning opening sequence with Hawkeye showing his daughter, training her to shoot, and calls her Hawkeye, which is only, I think, like the second time that the name is mentioned. The first one was in the first Avengers, and then that's the only other time it's mentioned. That girl is actually Joe Russo's daughter.
Yeah.
The director's daughter. So, and his other daughter makes another appearance. She's the girl that walks up to Professor Hulk and asks for a selfie. So both the director's daughters were in the movie. In the support group with Captain America, Jim Starlin, one of the artists who created Thanos, was in the support group from the comic book. So he was actually in there, so they brought him in. And Joe Russo was the guy who was talking about his date with another guy. That was the director himself, Joe Russo.
Yeah, there was a part with that scene with the Hulk at the restaurant where they're taking a picture with the Hulk, and Ant-Man's like, hey, I'm Ant-Man. Ever heard of me? You guys want to take a picture? No, you guys, and they're like looking at him funny. It's like no, please don't.
Yep. And of course, the other one is which they changed it in the movie, but it was still a nod to the character in the comics, Morgan Stark, which was actually Tony's cousin. Who tried to take over the company in the comics, but his daughter was named Morgan. And speaking of which, the girl who played her, she's actually going to be in another movie coming up. She's going to be the daughter of one of the main characters in Godzilla King of Monsters. So expect to see her.
Penguin's been doing his research. I like it a lot.
I researched because the actors, most of them that were thrown in there, like maybe the kids or something, there's an Easter egg or something involved, so I looked up all the actors and actresses, and that's how I found that out. And speaking of which, at the end of the movie, at the funeral, did you recognize everybody with that one guy standing in the background?
Yeah, I remember they showed Nick Fury, or Samuel L. Jackson's character, right at the end.
But you see him pan, and you recognize like Aunt May, Peter Parker, and all them, and then there's like this one kid. You're like, who the heck is that one teenager? And then it keeps panning. That was the kid from Iron Man 3 that Tony gave all the stuff to. So he came back to pay homage to Tony. So he was actually the kid from Iron Man 3.
I mean, you were talking about yeah, but talking about like funerals real quick. But I'm surprised they didn't do something for Natasha or Black Widow, because I felt like she sacrificed her life, just to give Hawkeye, another chance at life when they were up at the that one area to try to get the Soul Stone. And Madman was making a good point though. Yes, there was like a lot of talk behind that. Like, you say, oh, you got the Soul Stone. Why can't you just snap, Natasha or Black Widow back to life? Because first of all, you can't, because that's obviously, if they snapped her back to life, then what would be the whole point of using that? You can't bring her back to life though, because if you're like, oh, you can go back in time to try to bring her back to life again. Well, you couldn't do that anyways, and then the whole thing would have been for nothing. So, honestly, I mean, that was honestly probably like the most right thing to do. But I mean, it just wouldn't have made any sense to me if they even brought Black Widow back to life, because like I said, they couldn't anyways with that whole shtick. And I feel like that's the thing, and it's the same thing with Thanos and Gamora, his daughter. That obviously never took place. So Gamora obviously was still alive. So she lived throughout that entire thing. So that's what it kind of. And Matt and I were talking about that, you know, like a couple of days ago.
Well, see, the Gamora that came through the portal with him was past Gamora, not present.
Yeah, the
so
past
that
one.
would
Yeah.
still be alive. But the Natasha that died was the future Natasha that went back in time. And on top of that, once their soul is a part of the Soul Stone, it takes a lot for them to escape, which in the comics Adam Warlock did. And I forgot how he was able to escape, but he did. I mean, it took a lot for him to escape. So there was that. But then, yeah, it's one of those things where is Natasha truly gone because they didn't do anything? Is there something else? But if going back to other parts of it too, to jump ahead with Iron Man dying, is if you stayed to the end credits scene and heard the hammering, what do you think that was?
I mean, all I know is that they signed the they had everybody's signature throughout the entire movie, which was kind of cool though. But I felt like
you have to stay till all the credits are gone, and then it's just a black screen, and you hear a hammer pounding against metal, which a lot of people say is homage to the first Iron Man, which is how everything got started. But it's
I never knew that, honestly. I never heard that. Yep. It was kind of faint though, but I never heard it. I have to go back and look at that.
It's at the end of all the credits.
I'll have to go back and look at it.
Yeah, so you hear that, and it's two-edged sword. One is paying homage to Iron Man, the first movie, which actually got the whole thing started. But in the comics, multiple people took on the name Iron Man. Even Doctor Doom took on the mantle of Iron Man. So it's kind of a way of saying, yes, he's gone, but yet Iron Man, the character, is not gone because others can take up the mantle. And going back to Pepper Potts showing up in the comics, that was her, kind of a nod to her where maybe she'll come in. And I have the note here somewhere, I forgot what her name was. I think it was Rescuer or something like that.
But
yeah, Rescue.
I feel like they could have done something for Natasha, like a little remembrance, rest in peace. And they could. I mean, I'm surprised that they didn't, but they at least could have done something like they did with
Thanos. That was what they did.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other thing was where the Russos directed that show.
Yeah, but they had like
there was a lot of them throughout
a little hammer.
The movies.
Sorry, I was talking to Mama Pug. She was kind of. But yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, that's right. Going back to the Russos, where they directed that show called The Community, a lot of those actors were throughout the Endgame movie. You just had to look for them.
Yeah. The Community. That was with Joel McHale and all them.
Yep.
Yeah, Freddie, what's up, man? How are you? Freddie's Ready's another Twitch streamer. Go check him out. Awesome dude.
I don't know if he's heard what we're talking about, but if you haven't seen Endgame yet, Freddie, we're talking about it, and we're having spoilers right now. Just so you know.
This is part of the podcast where we are talking about Endgame, and yep, tons and tons of spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, get out of my stream. No, I'm joking. You don't have to. But if you don't mind it, that's fine too. But anyways. Yeah,
so what do you think of?
I'll go with you. All right, I got
Rocket
you.
And Nebula started to connect as a friend.
Actually, I was gonna be the next point I was gonna talk about too, with the Rocket and well, especially with the Rocket and Thor, their chemistry together was just legit on point. I mean, I feel honestly, and I was telling Mattman this too a couple of days ago. I feel like a spin-off segment between Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy, between Rocket and all of them, I feel like, and Star-Lord, I definitely would. I feel like that's should be a thing.
It actually is, and it is a comic. At that section, remember when he got on the ship with him, he said, "Here we are, as Guardians of the Galaxy." That is an actual comic where Asgardians go around and protect the galaxy, and they just call them the Asgardians of the Galaxy because they took the place of the Guardians for, I forgot what happened, where they could no longer do it. So him making that comment, and he's going to be with them now. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3, you're going to see him have a big role to play because something that they've already said they're going to do, they're bringing in Adam Warlock for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And he's a big character in the Marvel Comics. So I think, and he actually fought Thor for a good bit.
Yeah,
So
I remember.
think
I
that's what
remember a
we're
little
gonna
bit of
end
the
up seeing.
history behind there too. But I want to. You were talking about the other characters that Thor and was getting along with. The one where he was with his mom back in time, right before, before she passed away. That kind of hit me a little bit too. Like he wanted to save his mom from dying, but at the same time he couldn't.
Yeah,
Because it would
I think
altercate. It would change the course of history.
and his mom knew that.
Mhm.
And she even, and if you listen to what she said, where he tried to tell her about, she's like, I was raised by witches, already know. So she never tried to run. She just, this is what's
She
going to
just
happen
accepted
in my
her
life,
fate. Yeah.
and stayed. So she knew it was going to happen. But the good part of that scene, which I understood where he was coming from, because he felt like such a failure where he didn't stop Thanos, he was able to do the finger snap and kill everybody,
Mm-hmm.
is when he held out his hand, and then Rocket's like, what the hell? And his mom's like, it takes a second.
Yeah, it just takes a second.
But then he was able to hold the hammer, and he yells, I'm still worthy. And to a lot of people, like, oh, that's just funny. I was like, no, to him, that was a very big deal.
It was.
Because he felt like he was no longer worthy.
And he
which
proved
led
it
to a
right
funny
in front of
scene
his.
where
When he proved it
Yeah.
right in front of his mother, too.
Yep. And then when she's like, go do what you need to do, son, and eat a salad.
Yeah, eat a salad. Stop drinking the alcohol, lose some weight.
Yeah. So I think you're going to see him back to his normal self in the next movie with the Guardians of the Galaxy. he's
Oh,
gonna be in.
that's. Speaking of, Guardians, shout out to Bradley Cooper. Does an amazing job as Rocket. Like the voice and the personality. He just catches on with it. I love the part where he gets called what is it, a talking Build-A-Bear?
Build-A-Bear?
Yeah. Dude, that was like
Yeah,
one of the funniest
died.
moments. Talking
Well,
Build-A-Bear.
he was sitting. The thing is, though, with Tony, because he's never seen Rocket,
Mm-hmm.
because they were off with Thor, so he never saw him. But he's been in space, and I don't know if that was a CGI suit or whatever, but they made Tony look scrawny as hell.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was like, either that was where he purposely made himself go malnourished for the scene, or they did like they did with Captain America, make him look scrawny.
Mhm.
So I don't know, but they did a good job with that.
Oh,
And
the
then Rocket's
American
just
ass
sitting
part
there.
got me too. Just speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
Captain America,
We'll get to that too.
yeah, the American
But,
ass.
So
Frickin'
Rocket's
Ant-Man.
just sitting there in a corner, and then when he talks, that's when Tony, being Tony, he's like, "Oh my God, I thought you were a Build-A-Bear."
Oh, yeah, right. I thought you were a Build-A-Bear.
Because the whole time him and Cap are talking back and forth, Rocket's just sitting there in the corner. He's not doing anything, just sitting. So when he
Mhm.
talks and moves, that's what it's like. Oh my God, I thought you were Build-A-Bear.
Oh my god!
Oh.
How does he even look like a bear though? He's just—I mean, what was he got?
That's
What did he
just
get
Tony
called
Stark
in?
being Tony Stark.
What did he get called in Infinity War? What was it? Oh my god!
Rabbit.
He got called a rabbit. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, he got called a rabbit
Oh,
by Thor, I
and
think.
another Easter egg that a lot of people didn't catch unless you played the original PlayStation games was when he called him Ratchet.
Oh, Ratchet. I think I remember a little bit. Hey, what's up,
I
Matt?
forget,
Man?
it was Ratchet and somebody. Dang it, I can't remember who his partner was.
Clank.
Ratchet
Yeah,
and
Ratchet and
Clank. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
Where did this conversation go to?
No, we're just talking about Easter eggs inside the movie along with parts of the movie.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
Yeah,
where did this
he
conversation
said
go
Ratchet and Clank.
Yep. And
So-
what I thought funny going back
Rational
to
and clean.
Thor when Rocket met him after he found out how fat he was, is when Cork's sitting there playing freaking Fortnite.
What's up,
and has
Flames?
Thor chew a kid out.
How are you, man? Poor. Oh yeah, what are you? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I remember the Fortnite part where he was like, "I will fly to your house and intimidate you" or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, "That's right. Cry to your mom. Get off this game." And he's like, "Here you go, Cork. Thanks, Thor." So that was funny.
Yeah, because they paid Fortnite a lot of money just to get that little sequence of events of
Yeah.
that game right in there. And I mean, I guess it all ties up with the Avengers and Fortnite and all that. He's calling you dickhead
And-
again? Wait, what?
That's what Cork said to Thor. He's like, "Thor, that noob guy is calling me dickhead again."
Oh, no, Freddy was joking. Oh, I see where he was going with that. Okay. He's calling me a dickhead again.
Yep.
Here's a guy who likes calling me a dickhead.
Oh my god, why am I...
Yeah.
Oh, let me drink this real quick.
And two more things that one's Easter egg related and one's movie related, which with Captain America, when they went back in time to where...
Is it a dick if it has no head? Oh my god, Flames, stop.
Yeah. When they went back in time to
My boy
the
says like
military
the
base,
cringiest thing.
Yeah, I'm starting to tell already. But,
Yeah.
let me see. There was some other funny moment.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
tell you others, but everybody keeps talking.
Yeah, but yeah, because I was mentioning Captain America's thing with Ant-Man saying that's like a nice American ass or some shit like that, and then
Oh
he
my
beats
God.
himself
No,
up.
that was Tony Stark when him and Ant-Man were
Oh.
talking, and he was looking at him from around the corner. He's like, "That's America's ass, there, Cap."
That's-
He's like, "Shut
that's
up!" And then when Captain America whipped his own ass, he's like,
He's like, that is
"Ah,
America's ass. That is America's ass.
But what about the bit in the elevator when everybody was thinking it was going to be a recreation where he beat all of them up, and instead he walks out by saying "Hell Hydra," which is a nod to Secret Empire when he was a traitor.
Yeah, I remember a little bit of that part too, but the Loki part, like, yeah, that Thanos is gone. Loki's actually still alive, and he takes like one of the what was it, the cubicle? I think that's what it was.
Tesseract.
Yeah, the Tesseract. Yeah, the cubicle Tesseract thing. Yeah, because then they had to go back even further in time. And another emotional part I was going to talk about this too was Tony meeting his dad when he was trying to recover the Tesseract. And honestly, that got me. That hit me to the core too.
Well, you know why they put that in there, right?
Well, yeah, because I remember Tony never knew his dad?
No, he knew him, but one of the things Tony wanted to do was have a civil conversation with his dad.
I knew it was something like that.
Well,
I
and
mean,
say
there was a
goodbye to
story
him.
behind. Mm-hmm.
And then they had that civil conversation, talked about how nervous he was about going to be a dad and so on. And when they finally were done, he's like, goodbye for Howard or whatever. And he actually had the civil conversation and he got to say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, with Tony throughout the movie,
Appreciate
because
those,
of his
Shadow.
death, yeah,
You're welcome.
what he was doing was everything he did in that movie, he was crossing off a bucket list.
Is Brandon still here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the last thing he had to accomplish, which is what Pepper told him, was, "You did it. You can rest now," because he said, "I cannot rest because Thanos is in my mind. We can't protect everybody."
Mm-hmm.
But now that he beat Thanos, he could rest, and that's when he passed on.
Yeah, that's when he passed away. But when Pepper said, "You can rest now," and then he just like suddenly passed away. That's right at the end. And speaking of the climax of the movie, you were talking about Howard the Duck making like a guest appearance on the bottom right. I'm so glad you actually mentioned that, because I guess if you guys don't know who I was playing with, Brother Goofy, earlier today. So he wanted to know if he said if Howard the Duck's not in the movie, then he's gonna be like, oh, it's all for nothing. So apparently, I'll have to send him the script. Well, I haven't not gonna send him the screenshot yet because I don't think he's seen the movie yet. Spoiler warning. But I feel like with the part. But honestly,
Okay.
with all the females of Marvel coming together to kick, Thanos' army, that was a pretty cool part too. What's up, Jessica?
That was another comic book reference called the A-Force, where it was an all-female hero team.
Mm-hmm. I felt like they added that.
Comics.
Yeah, you own a lot of comics. You're like an in real life comic book guy from The Simpsons. Worst episode ever.
Worst episode ever.
Don't forget, it's the worst episode ever, and I have a picture of Sean Connery signed by Roger Moore.
You actually have that
That's
for
pretty
real?
cool.
No,
That's
that's what
actually
he
pretty
said.
cool.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, I thought you had that. I was like, wait. Oh, my mind just went. my mind just went.
The
What?
comic book guy in Simpsons said that when Bart came in when he got the $500 from the lawsuit where he swallowed something in Krusty's cereal.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah, I remember
and he's
now.
like,
Okay.
what can I get for $500? He's like, you can get this album or a picture of Sean Connery signed by Roger Moore.
Oh yeah. Oh, the old James Bond references. My God. But and I remember we were actually talking about Stan Lee cameos in all the Marvel movies too. I mean. Yep. Everybody said, like, this was, like, not his best cameo appearance, where he's like, oh, make love, not war, and he's making out with this, like, you know, busty chick or whatever. I mean, it was pretty funny, though. I mean, it was,
It was funny, but it's not his best. The one that shocked me the most was in Deadpool, when he's walking through the strip club, and he's the DJ.
Yeah, he's the DJ at the strip club. I completely forgot to mention that. Rip Stan Lee, yeah. No, yeah, I feel like one of his best one is where he's the FedEx driver, and he just goes up to Tony's house like, I'm looking for Tony Stank.
Yeah.
I forgot which movie that was. It somebody said it was Civil War.
Iron
was
Man
that
3, I believe.
Oh, it was Iron Man 3 or so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I literally thought that it was like Iron Man 3 or Civil War, one of the two. But honestly, I feel like I'm so glad he mentioned that. I forgot he was the DJ at a strip club in Deadpool. I literally forgot about that.
Which was actually a small reference to the comic he did of a stripper called Barbarella.
Yeah.
No, Stripperella, something like that.
He said Civil War. Okay, everybody's saying it's Civil War. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everybody's saying Civil War in the
either
chat.
Iron Man 3 or Civil War.
I mean, it's been a long time. We all gotta go back and look at them. Everybody's been doing their homework. I like you guys. I do.
That's what I'm actually going to do is once
I mean, that's how you learn, right?
game comes out to buy and get them. I'm just going to go back and start in order. Iron Man 1. Just go back through.
Matt was telling me that I think Disney was gonna have like a app or like something like on net. I don't remember what it was exactly. Like a streaming service where they're gonna like air all the Avengers movies or all the Marvel movies in order. So now's your chance to go buy that.
I don't know if you mentioned this before because I left for a little bit, but I think where 2012 Loki went is that they're having he's having his own show on that service, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so that's where.
And Loki's still alive, confirmed. Loki's alive, confirmed. They have a few Marvel series coming out on the new Disney streaming service. Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I recalled Matt saying like a while back.
Yeah, that's why that scene with Loki was actually very key to the movie. It's a way to introduce his TV series on the streaming service.
Yeah. That'd be pretty something to see too. I hate how DC movies.
In all honesty, the whole reason DC movies have been sucking, except for
like
the
Batman.
Dark Knight series.
Yeah, the Dark Knight.
Because they've made Superman a dark character and made his world dark. They made Wonder Woman. Actually, Wonder Woman was very good.
I like Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman doesn't look that bad.
No, it was actually a good movie. It was actually the best one out of the DC side.
Apart from the Dark Knight series, of course.
But because they made the movies so dark, when like you have Superman supposed to be this Boy Scout and he's supposed to be a character that stays in the light and doesn't destroy Metropolis fighting somebody, he tries to do it away from it. Mm-hmm. And then you have him doing all this crap, and then you have him killing the guy and everything else. And even Ryan Reynolds had to make that comment when he was talking to Cable. He's like, so dark, you sure you're not from DC? Mm-hmm. Because they went so dark with the dang characters, and that's why with Shazam they tried to bring back some of the lightheartedness and stuff that was on the DC side. And I thought they actually did pretty good with the Shazam.
I haven't watched Shazam
I haven't seen it though either, but I felt honestly it might be pretty decent to see. Like a lot of people rip into the new DC movies, you know, for what they are. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I mean, there's like a few that are all right though, but the rest of them just don't really interest me. I don't know what it is.
And then,
same here
with Justice League. I can say that they ruined that because they were trying to rush it together and catch up to Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, and that obviously backfired big time. The Flash movie comes out this year. You're actually worried. Are they really making a Flash movie?
Yep.
This is the
They're
this
gonna
is
make a
first news
Flash
to me.
movie. They're going to be making a Cyborg movie, and I forgot who else. There's one other one.
Wasn't there like a Raven movie or something?
I think there was.
Now, there's some stuff that they're doing for the theater, and there's stuff they're doing for their streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
Like Teen Titans is a live-action Teen Titans is on the streaming service, but will not be in theaters. Swamp Thing
I
is
remember
gonna
the
be on
original.
streaming service,
I remember
but
the
not in
original for
theaters.
that. I remember Deathstroke was in it too.
Yeah,
Or Slade.
Teen Titans, and then they had another version, which is actually a pretty good version, called Young Justice on Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm. Aquaman was
Yeah,
pretty
Aquaman
good.
was good. I
Yeah,
really
but
enjoyed it.
Aquaman. I mean, I haven't seen it, but it looks. I mean, I could kind of see being okay. Yeah, I need to
Aquaman
go
was
and watch
actually
these.
turned to a badass because of the actor.
Aquaman? I heard it wasn't that good.
It was actually
Okay.
decent. It was
Yeah,
good.
see, this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are giving mixed reviews about Aquaman. Like, say, oh, it was good. Oh, well, it's not that great. I mean, I won't know until I see it, though, personally, with all the DC movies. Like, apart from the Dark Knight series, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. Here's another theory I was going to add. Could you imagine if Heath Ledger was still alive in that series?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
let's
he'd
just
be playing the Joker.
yeah, even in like the third, the Dark Knight Rises, he definitely would have had a part as the Joker for sure. But we will never know because Heath
Well, I'm talking
Ledger's
about
passed
the Joker
away.
movie coming up.
Oh, with Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. Yeah, that's gonna be quite interesting to look at too. Jason played a good Aquaman. I don't know who Jason is. Jason Voorhees? No, I'll stop.
No. Is it like Jason Momoa, I think is his name?
I
Yeah,
think-
that guy.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that guy. I didn't
it
like
was
the new
funny
Joker. It
when
felt weird.
They
I mean, you never
introduced
know.
when they introduced Jason Momoa in Justice League as Aquaman, I actually heard somebody yell in the theater, "Finally, Aquaman is actually played by somebody that's a badass and he's not a pussy, he only talks to fish."
Damn. Okay.
All right, so
Because for the longest time, that was his stick, was all he did was talk to fish. And it's like,
Right.
okay.
they're also making a solo. Yeah, I saw that, Flames.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was talking about, Flames.
so best Joker. Who do you guys think is the best Joker? Who does the best Joker? I want to hear you guys in the chat too. Who do you guys think is the best Joker?
Me.
No, don't
Me?
know what the hell you're talking about.
Like the voice actors, even animated or live action.
Okay.
That's what we're.
I will
discussing.
say, in order for cartoon-wise only, best voice actor was Mark Hamill.
Yeah, hands down.
He did the best Joker for animated, which a lot of people don't realize.
And
was the
remember,
voice of
he
the
was
Joker
in
animated
Arkham
series.
Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight too.
Yep. And he just did the best Joker. And live, I'd have to say it's very, very close. I'm just going to give him a tie. Jack Nicholson, just because
Mark Hamill
he was the first
animated
one to
and
bring-
Heath live action. Even the Heath and the Jack Nicholson, it's kind of debatable.
Yeah, because Jack Nicholson was more of the murderous side, while Heath Ledger is more of the crazy side.
Yeah, the crazy and
I think if you were-
psychological side.
If you actually, if you combine those two, that would have been the perfect Joker.
Yeah. Can't wait for Disney's Lion King. It's 2 months away. Yeah, I mean, the Lion King, that's going to be... there's a lot of good movies coming out, though, at least this year. It's like pretty much, well, of course, from Star Wars Episode 9 coming out in December. That's like later on this year. And then, obviously, The Lion King, Toy Story 4. We were mentioning that a couple of days ago. And Detective
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu is another one also.
Oof, yeah, I gotta watch that one.
Yeah, we gotta watch that one.
I'll have to look at that one too, because Mama Pug's like, no, I don't want to see it, but I might check it out.
Yep, and for anybody that hasn't seen it, if you just want something to watch, it's kind of humorous in a way with how they did the Adam West Batman series. Cesar Romero's
the
Joker was actually pretty.
Yeah, those are the
think it was
classic
Cesar
ones. Rest in
But-
peace, Adam West.
The
Yeah.
funny thing with that
John
one
Wick
was
3. I
that
never watched
they
any of
had
the
to
John
paint-
Wick movies.
I
John Wick was
haven't
actually a
either,
very
but I
good
want
series.
to.
But that Joker from Adam West, he refused to shave his mustache, so they painted his mustache white to go with the
Did you guys see the big backlash for Sonic movie? Yeah, the Sonic. Ooh, the Sonic design. I mean, Jim Carrey, I don't mind as Robotnik because like the skinny side. I mean, that's fine. I didn't mind that, but the design for Sonic was with human teeth, especially. Oof, that got me. Yeah, that's a big yikes. They said they were gonna fix it though, so hopefully they do fix that.
It looks like
so
Pokemon
name your
right
cats.
now, if that's the version of Sonic they're going to go with, and even with the teeth, I'm like, come on, that.
At least when they
Just his
did
look.
Detective Pikachu, they were actually kind of spot on with the in real life Pokemon, what they would look like in real life. But the Sonic the Hedgehog, oof, god damn.
Well, one they made Sonic. It looked to me like they made his legs too long and his arms too long.
Yeah.
He was a little bit shorter.
Yeah, I got you, Jessica.
So it just kind of
Yeah.
I
But
don't know. We'll see.
well, yeah, like I was gonna say, like, yeah, we'll definitely see there for sure. But like I said, I mean, at least when Pokemon Detective Pikachu, they did their thing. Obviously, they kind of made it more accurate. I know there were some Pokemon that were kind of creepy, but they're supposed to look like that. They're supposed to look like they're creepy. But with just Sonic the Hedgehog, I feel like Sonic was just kind of rushed with the design. I don't know, that might be
I
just
think
me
it was
though.
rushed for the trailer.
He
and
just like
hopefully
made
they'll
it
fix all
just
the
to like
problems
rush his
with it.
design for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll fix it for the actual movie, like they said. But we'll see.
Yeah, definitely, Jessica. Definitely, you can send
But-
pictures for sure.
The other thing with it though, to me, is it looks like they're going with like a more comical version of Sonic than a serious movie.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the way they had Jim Carrey acting
Yeah,
as Robotnik.
Yeah, Robotnik, Eggman, whatever you want to call him. When it comes to heroes, do you guys like Marvel or DC? And what about for villains? Ooh, I would say DC. I
It's
would
a
have
mix.
to. Yeah, I would say I would lean more towards the villains on DC than I would for Marvel. But I mean, well, apart from like the heroes, like well, of course, Batman, obviously the Dark Knight series. I mean, as of lately for live action, it would
The
probably
Dark
have to go to
Knight.
the Marvel heroes for sure.
Yeah, but if
Definitely.
you're talking about comics, it's hard to pick because
It's
they
comics-
have good characters throughout the comics.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much a toss-up at this point, because you'll have fans for Marvel, you have fans for DC, and it's just like Captain America: Civil War. They're like going at each other, making everything toxic.
But I am stoked to see how they portrayed Mysterio in Spider-Man: Far From Home so far in the trailer. I think they did pretty good with that character the way it looks.
Mm-hmm. Shadow, your thoughts?
I don't like the way it looks. He looks like a freak.
We're not talking about. we went back to the Marvel and the DC heroes and said this guy's talking about Sonic. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
I don't know. I'm just focused. That's why.
Oh yeah, you're on that BO4 life. I got you.
No, I know.
He's on that BO4 life. He's going for it. If you guys don't know, Burning Shadow is live. I think he's still live. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Okay,
Let's
so
leave.
so be sure to go support him, guys. Put his link in the description or link in the chat so that way you go over there. The CW DC shows are pretty good. Arrow's. I've never seen Arrow, and I've heard a lot of good reviews
My
about
boy
it.
Flames has. He's
Yeah,
watched
Flames.
Arrow
Flames was
and-
just talking
Flash.
about it.
Yeah.
Supergirl was actually pretty good too, surprisingly.
Yeah, I never had the time to go check those out, honestly.
But they actually did a crossover between Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl, where they had to fight aliens, so they all joined them up together. That was actually
Mhm.
a pretty good miniseries.
That definitely was for sure. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of I don't know, I was getting a lot of notifications and my phone was going off for whatever reason. But
Well, yeah, I shared the stream out.
yeah, I retweeted you. I got you. But
Okay.
anyways, let's move on here. Let's move on to another topic I want to discuss here. And we were talking about this like before, right when the show started, but I was going to talk about it right now. The Call of Duty title for 2019, and Infinity Ward is, I almost said Infinity War. Infinity Ward is in charge of that COD, And what do you guys think the new COD title is going to be? MW4, Ghost 2.
Well, Kyle, you pretty much said it. Call of Duty Infinity War.
Yeah, Call of Duty Infinity War. There it is, chat, right there.
There it is,
Arrow last season is next season. I would highly recommend Arrow on the fly. All right, Matt, I got you. Maybe one of these times when I'm not busy, I'll look it up. But, what do you guys think? The new Infinity Ward game.
If it doesn't have zombies, it's not going to be worth it.
And then Penguin's just going to move on to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I know. I said he's going to move on streaming stuff for the Nintendo Switch for sure. But I know a couple people want zombies in this chat. I feel... Well, somebody said zombies was kind of overrated in a way.
It is.
It's MW4 from a company view. They know that title will sell crazy. Yeah, I mean, if it does turn out to be MW4, you know they're going to sell crazy. They're going to sell crazy, even with the title Modern Warfare. Because Modern Warfare, you know, even just, you know, the series by itself, you know, 1, 2, and 3, obviously classic games. I love Modern Warfare 3 especially. For the, even Spec Ops was really good too.
Game's okay.
Yeah, MW2 was amazing also.
Yeah, I love that game.
I felt like the best story though. For, you know, all the CODs.
I'm not getting burned down on, but I'm getting burned down on these Battle Royale games.
They confirmed that in the, even like months back, they confirmed that in 2019. Or not 2019, like earlier, even before, you know, the start of the new year, they said that Battle Royale will be a thing in MW4. Binge watch Arrow on Netflix. I mean, I need to get a Netflix. I need to upgrade my Netflix for that. I need to make another free trial. What about CTR? I don't what is CTR? I don't know what that means. You don't think zombies is overrated? I think you should need a good storyline again. Yeah, I mean, a campaign is what really makes Modern Warfare series really, really great. Even the multiplayer, and even, you know, Spec Ops, you know, we have that, or zombies, you know, whatever. Like, it's perfect. I think WW2 Zombies pissed everyone off. Yeah, I never liked WW2 Zombies. I tried to get into it, but I was just not into it. Crash Bandicoot Racing.
Yeah,
oh, Crash Bandicoot Racing. Ooh, I know a couple. I knew a couple people that were into that.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Mario. I'm more of a Mario Kart person, but Crash Team Racing is pretty fun too.
Mario Kart's the wave.
Yeah, you didn't have a childhood if you suffered. Oh, the story mode. Yeah, you never knew your own childhood. You never had a childhood, basically, if you didn't suffer through the blue shells. It's confirmed that Blackout is the only Battle Royale for COD. Oh, okay. David said he's going to keep working on it for years. Well, that doesn't really surprise me with Vandahar. Like, he's been on that Battle Royale grind since, you know, the day came out. Or the day the game came out. Even in the beta, too.
But going back to what Flame said, I know a lot of people were pissed at World War II zombies. They didn't really like it that much. And then with Treyarch coming in with Black Ops 4, everybody was cheering. Here comes the guys that made zombies a thing. And then because they were expecting Richtofen and the crew, and then instead they got the Chaos storyline, they were all pissed off again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but they were.
I actually enjoyed the Chaos storyline.
Oh, the Chaos storyline was actually fun. Especially Ancient Evil might be my favorite map out of the Chaos story. Even over 9.
That we just got recently?
Yeah, the one we just got recently. Yeah, the end of the Chaos story. If you guys haven't checked out, the Chaos story, what we talked about, a couple episodes back, you can definitely go check that out. I think it was episode 6 or 7, somewhere around there. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. You don't mind the Chaos storyline? Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Yeah, Ancient Evil was like, even it got solved super quick though. The Easter egg. Mm-hmm. It got solved super freaking quick. Seed is blasting out. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Sergeant? I do not understand your logic, sir.
I am not here.
I don't mind the Easter eggs being solved quick. It's the amount of fun I have playing the maps, and if I have enough enjoyment in the maps, I'll keep going back, which is why I keep going back to IW Zombies. I actually enjoyed that series.
We still, well, I mean, I enjoyed IW. I guess, yeah, I mean, I was alright at the multiplayer, but the zombies actually is what the series kept it going because it was really underrated. I didn't play enough of it, but I had fun with it, and I feel like I could have done something with it. How do you guys feel that there is only 2 maps for Ether? I noticed. I'm glad you mentioned that because I noticed like they're not done with it, obviously. So I know
the next maps that are coming out are all going to be the Ether storyline.
Yeah, the Ether. Yeah, I know there's 2 of them, like they did with the Chaos. But, however, there's a third spot. There's a third missing DLC spot. If you guys noticed that, are you guys all upset that a little upset that the story is ending? I mean, it's just to go on to big and better.
It has to end sometime.
It has to end though sometime. Everybody thought, BO3 was going to be the ending of the premise story between how everybody's like the cycle continuing. That wasn't the case. Like it made you think it was the end, but it wasn't the end. How everybody thought Dr. Monty was like, oh, he's this good guy. He's gonna beat out the Shadow Man, restore peace and everything, and then have the cycle continue itself all over again. If you guys don't remember the Mob of the Dead Easter egg, where I guess all the mobsters killed the Weasel, and it says the cycle continues, because obviously that's the bad ending, because everybody thought that was the good ending, but it was really the bad ending, and then Weasel had to kill the other 3 mobsters, Sal, Finn, and Billy Handsome. They were the ones that needed to be killed just to have the cycle to break. And I think the story behind that was all 3 were executed for the murder of the Weasel. So
that's why when you actually got there, they were already in the chairs.
Yeah, there was already even the warden who was already the Shadow Man was possessed. I mean, I still haven't completed the Easter egg for Blood of the Dead, so we definitely need to catch up on that too.
We need to grind that one out.
And Voyage, I still need
Shadow Man.
Because your name is Burning Shadow.
Yeah.
Your demise is imminent. But what will they do after it ends, so with the transit crew or a new story? I mean, it'll probably be like a new story or something, even if they go that far.
I think it's going to be a new story with the transit crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see it being a new story.
Because if you actually pay attention, like, even Nikolai was like, why you have them in the freezer? When you looked, it was the transit crew.
Mm-hmm.
So
even when Samuel was talking to Richtofen, and like right in his head, you knew that they're probably gonna play a part. I feel like there's a DLC that they might play a part.
Yeah.
We need to do Blood. Yeah, we're gonna try to figure out a way where we can do Blood of the Dead, honestly. Because once Matman gets his situation with his living thing taken care of, we'll have to figure something out. Because we got better elixirs, so it'll probably try to help us out a little bit easier. Plus, I got a couple of the what's the new elixir? The suit up with the armor. That'll probably definitely help out with certain steps
I thought
too.
you were talking about Pokemon for a split second.
Yeah, Armored Evolutions, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, we'll talk about that, down the road. But
I need more news.
but I think everybody wants more news about Pokemon Sword and Shield. I want to try to get that and play that though. That's like one of my goals this year, just to save up for a Switch and then go for and then get the pre-order new Sword and Shield, and obviously Smash Brothers.
Job hunt going?
Job hunt, yeah, it's kind of meh. I mean, I'm still applying. Obviously, I'm gonna try to get something going, but I'm busting my ass. I'm not giving up. The Pug family never gives up. That's the best part about it. Dying Light 2 is coming out soon. I mean, I never played the Dying Light series. I mean, there's like a bunch of games I've missed out on, and one of them. This is actually a funny story. Like everybody, you guys know the Nintendo GameCube, right? Obviously, everybody in the audience knows. Yeah. Okay, I think some of you might know where I'm going with this, so I'm just gonna discuss this right now. So I played on a couple of friends' GameCubes. I played Luigi's Mansion. I played a little bit of Super Mario Sunshine, Star Fox Adventures. All those good games. Back in the Nintendo GameCube. The one game I never played was Wind Waker, and I know a lot of you were like, "Oh, Pug, why have you never played Wind Waker before? You're a Zelda fan." That game, I don't know. That nobody really had that game, and I never really got the chance to play it because I had a PS2, and
I think it's gonna be on the Switch.
The remastered Wind Waker is on the Wii U. But there've been talks of Wind Waker being remastered on the Switch. Though there have been talks, but I mean, I feel it might be possible, but at the same time, who knows at this point.
They probably will.
And it's just like
can
saying,
see
you
it
know,
happen.
they'll... Even, I was looking at the E3 stuff. You had 2 copies of it, you liked it? Yeah, I mean, that's the one game I definitely need to play, for sure. Because everybody was...
it.
I mean, I've seen gameplay footage, but I just never got the chance to play it myself. But, so yeah, I was looking at Nintendo E3 stuff, and obviously they're going to be like the last company, you know, announced at, you know, with their conference at E3. And I think we were talking about this a couple of episodes ago. Excuse me. I feel like they're going to kill it this year. I feel like Nintendo's going to take over E3. I don't know about you guys,
Probably.
but yeah, because Microsoft, I mean, what are they going to do? And Ubisoft, what are they going to do? Unless they, like, announce, like, some miraculous, you know, high-selling game that's coming out. And I know Sony's not doing it at, you know, a conference this year because they were trying to work on the PlayStation 5. That's supposed to be, like, coming up probably, like, in the next couple of years or so. And I don't know if I'm going to get one, though, honestly, because I'm just going to try to just save up for the Switch. And because Penguin, you were talking about the PS5 graphics like a while back too.
Yeah, the current update, which I haven't gone back to check, it's been a month or so. But when it came out, it said they
Ooh,
were
The
going
Last
with
of Us 2,
Radeon.
yes. Thank you, Flames. We'll talk about it here in a little bit, but keep going, Penguin.
Last of Us 2 is going to be good.
They're talking about the graphics cards and stuff they're going to use in it is going to be the Radeon, and Radeon sucks. I've had so many issues. When I first got my gaming PC, I had Radeon in it. It came with it. I got rid of it and bought it NVIDIA because the Radeon just plain old sucked. I had so many issues with that damn thing.
Oh,
And
never
then they
trust
come like,
Radiance and
we
Penguins.
have Radeon that's going to be in the PlayStation 5. Like, if you stick with Radeon, I'm not buying a PS5. I'll stick with my PS4.
I'll just get a
hate Radeon.
I'll just get a Nintendo Switch, play Mario Kart and Smash Brothers and Pokemon. And I won't abandon
Super
you
Mario
guys for the.
Odyssey?
Ooh, and the Breath of the Wild. There's so many good games out there. Like, there's a couple people that told me, you know, I should become like you stream Nintendo games, and obviously, I feel like
Just don't do it on YouTube.
I'm not doing it on YouTube. I mean, if there was maybe like something on YouTube I would stream, it would probably be some Pokemon games. Other than that, I'm probably
Like
not
a Let's Play.
Yeah, like a Let's Play.
Well, the reason I was saying don't do it on YouTube is Nintendo
Nintendo-
copyright strikes it and has it removed.
Yeah, Nintendo copyrights everything nowadays.
Yikes.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why I'll probably like do it like on Twitch or something. But even for like maybe the games like Mario Kart, maybe on YouTube. And this is another thing I was gonna mention here too. You guys know the game Animal Crossing, right?
I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of that series.
Really? Why are you not a fan of it?
Yeah.
I mean, I know what it is. I
Uh,
just never really had any interest for playing. But I know a couple people
Just
who
like
do.
Fortnite, I found it a little boring. I never saw the point of it.
I mean, well, you're comparing Animal Crossing and Fortnite in the same sentence. I hope you realize that. There's two completely different things. So
I know. Just like how I call Fortnite.
I feel there's
Animal
an
Crossing's
Animal
kinda
Crossing
boring.
game that'll be announced at E3 for the Nintendo conference. I feel like that's going to be
Plus,
a
it's
thing.
one of those series that I never got into because I never really cared about it.
I mean, if I had a Switch, I might maybe play it. You had the DS version for it? Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I never really played Animal Crossing at all, period. But, I mean, maybe one day, if I decide to play it, like, it'll just be, it's like Minecraft. You just chill out and then play, you know? It's like a more chill, relaxed, you get to, like, build stuff. Not build stuff, but, like, talk with, like, other characters and such. I mean, I don't really know how that works, but, I mean, I'll do some more research on it. I have no problem doing that.
Have you ever played Splatoon yet?
I've heard of Splatoon.
Kind of fun.
It looks fun. It's like a Call of Duty
Yeah.
for kids kind of thing, except with
Yeah, it's
like
Call
paint.
of Duty for kids, basically.
But with paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does look fun though. Like I know what it is, like Splatoon.
I've been wanting to play it for a while. That
Yeah,
interests
same.
me.
Yeah, Splatoon actually does look fun. The Simpsons and Family Guy are over, so you're here now. All right, what's up, Braun Sushi? How are you, man? I see you, my brother. Actually, yeah, Simpsons and I have not seen The Simpsons and Family Guy in such a long time. It's been
Dang.
years since I've seen that. I mean, I think what was the last time we watched a Family Guy or a Simpsons episode? I don't even remember. But
It was a while
anyways,
ago.
yeah, Splatoon actually does look pretty damn fun. You are right,
Yeah.
though, Shadow. I mean, I probably, if you wanted me to play Splatoon, I probably would.
I probably would
I'm hopping
too.
off, brothers. I
All
probably
right,
would
Bear.
as well, but I'm
Mario
hopping
Kart.
off, brothers.
All right,
later,
Bear Nips.
Bear.
All right, check
All
out
right,
Bear
thanks
Nips
for-
on Twitch.
Getting my sniper's gold.
Bear
my
Nips on
brother.
Twitch, guys. Definitely go check him out.
Thank you,
But-
brother. With the underscore between the bear and the nips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later.
Alrighty,
Thanks,
Brother
yeah,
Bear.
bro.
Take it easy.
Oh, I
Yeah,
need to
brothers.
put up my last sniper that he did for
Make,
me.
sh- make sure
Ooh.
you don't kiss any dads on the lips.
Oh my god, he upset
I
about
got
that.
my
there.
sniper's gold.
Oh my god. But that's the
Later.
joke of the day. But yeah, going back to
Actually-
Splatoon though, I mean, the online actually looks pretty fun. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the online version, I mean, I've seen some people play it online. It does look really fun.
Yep. Well, even though we're not done, I gotta head out. I gotta get up early for work tomorrow morning.
Oh, he's got to head out for early for work tomorrow morning. And yeah, you said you were going to have Friday through Sunday off, so back to the grind for Penguin. And actually, I got to do some more job searching tomorrow myself. It's fun. Yeah, I would agree that Splatoon, that's like one of those games where I look at it the first time, you think, "Oh, what the heck kind of a game is this?" And then you look at it again and you see people playing. It's like, "Oh, this actually doesn't look too bad." You played it last week, COD for Nintendo, basically. Yeah, I'll have to definitely check that out. Because I know I've seen a couple people on Twitter like post pictures of it. It's pretty fun. All right, Penguinator, take it easy, man. Penguinator, part of the Zombies crew. Definitely go check him out. Excuse me. Definitely go check him out on YouTube. And I think maybe Twitch. I don't know. He might. Yeah, he has a Twitch account, so definitely go hit him up. Hit him up. All right, so Shadow. Well, Shadow's doing something else though. So one thing I wanted to talk about here before I head out, since I know this is going to be a pretty short show,
Yeah.
Life is Strange 2 is going to be dropped.
This is you and I, Kyle.
Yeah, I know. Life is Strange 2 Episode 3 is going to be dropped this week. I believe it's on a Thursday. That's when it's coming out. So May 9th, I think. Yeah, I think that's when it comes out. It's on May 9th. I will definitely be on that grind. Just a trophy hunt. I love Life is Strange, even the series itself. Like, the first one, Before the Storm, was a good one.
Yeah, I like
And-
the story on that one.
yeah, Square Enix did a really good job. And yeah, Life is Strange 2, obviously. So it's going to be quite interesting to see where they take that story and where they go in the episode 3. Because I remember, if
Although-
you guys haven't played the last Life is Strange episode, they were staying with their grandparents. And I think the neighbor, Captain Spirit, I never really played the Captain Spirit demo, but he had like a big role in the story too. So you can decide like his outcome of what happens. It's something like that. I don't really remember. But I feel like episode 3 will be pretty cool in a way. So I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they're gonna definitely do something for sure. So what are you guys
I'll be right
expecting?
back. Hold on.
What are you guys expecting? All right, Shadow. So as I check my things real quick, what are you guys expecting for this week? What are you excited for? I'm pretty curious on what everybody's excited for. I know Flame said The Last of Us 2 that he mentioned. See, I've played the original Last of Us on PS3. Amazing game, very emotional. Kind of like some tear jerkers. So definitely I will be expecting that as well. So let me okay, so Haley I think is watching Game of Thrones. Last of Us 2 and Dying Light. Yeah, you were mentioning that also. So anyways, I really think there's not a lot of anything else to talk about other than that. Like, I don't really, nothing really big and major going down. Except for, like, what happened, with the, Warriors, earlier, on the weekend from Saturday. Then you had the NHL and all that. Yeah, there's really not a lot to talk about, honestly, if you think about it. And I know it's going to feel like it's a short show, but it actually was a short show, but honestly, I had a good time. And I hope you guys had a good time too, because I love you guys. For those who did tune in, I love the holy hell out of you. So just keep that in mind. The Pug family, we always give back. And that's the best part about being a member of the Pug family. So, anyways,
It really is.
we are going to host somebody. I hope this person is still alive. And if not, I'm going to feel stupid for hosting somebody that's offline. But anyways,
Kyle, you fucked up.
yeah, I always messed up. That's part of the we always mess up here. But anyways, thank you guys so much for enjoying the show. I know it was kind of short, like I said. Pause. But I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. If you guys are seeing this, this will be on demand on YouTube, being uploaded tomorrow. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, thank you guys so much for enjoying the show.
Yep.
And don't forget to subscribe as
tuning
well to Kyle the Pug. And of course, that would be me. If you guys don't know who I am, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But of course, Burning Shadow as well. You can definitely go check him out. And
I'm streaming right now.
he is streaming, so definitely go check him out on the YouTube side. And that being said, we got a great week of content coming to the channel this week, streaming wise. Maybe put some videos in, maybe like a couple of videos, I don't know. But I do have like one video. Oh, by the way, I did make a CuriousCat.me account if you guys haven't seen my Twitter. So definitely go check that out. I will be using it for a future Q&A video this month. So if you guys haven't checked that out, follow me on Twitter at Kyle the Pug. Definitely go check that out.
Questions, guys.
Yeah, you can ask me questions on there, and I'll put them in a video. You can reply to me anonymously, or you can reveal your name. It doesn't matter. That's the best part about the app is you can actually, I'll answer your questions live in a video like I did with my Q&A video a while back. So I forgot to mention that, so I'm so glad I did. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hashtag Pugbark. Bye!
Bye. Peace.
Pugbark.